SmoakLosophy, Episode 1.
Now, I know this video might cause a little controversy, and I know other people have put out similar videos, but people have asked me to put out a video about religion. And first off, let me just say, I'm an atheist. I used to be religious. I never really had a real religion. I used to just believe in the concept of a God. And that was just because in a lot of books, in a lot of the religious texts, I should say, there's too much do what I tell you or you burn in hell, or everybody has to be this way or we kill everybody. And that shit just never really made sense to me. I never understood why things had to be so black and white when the world is just full of gray area. And for myself, I finally came to the conclusion that there is no such thing as a God, and this is just through experience, through knowledge, through understanding of science, and when you start to realize that God is actually like a man-made concept, it's somebody way back in the day who was just fucking running from wolves and poking motherfuckers with sticks. They probably thought one day, and I don't know exactly how the human evolution worked, where people started thinking a certain way, or when people started actually thinking thoughts about supernatural things. But eventually somebody sat down and they had to think about all this stuff and write it down. Now, whether some of the characters like it's been thought about that Jesus was actually a real person, or there was a real person like Jesus Christ. Now, none of this might be true, just because besides the Bible and Quran, of course, there's no other real mention of the character Jesus. And there was really no other religious document, through kings and emperors and barbarians. None of those motherfuckers had something. I do, however, really think it's interesting how people, well, not how people, but every country almost has like its own type of religion, whether it's Buddhism, Christianity, Muslim, all have like a similar story, they all have similar themes, do unto others what you want to do unto you. It's kind of silly how we see Muslims and Christians kind of breaking that law where, treat your neighbor as thyself, because, basically you are him, And it's really puzzling for me to look at things like terrorism and people like the God hates fags, and I don't know if you guys heard of these people down in southern Southern America, I should say, and through the Bible Belt and all that shit. But I don't understand how they could sit there and hate on other people's things or hate on other people's cultures. I don't necessarily think that believing in religion is bad, because it has done some good for the world. It has brought people together. Then again, it has caused millions and millions of people to be killed. Crusades, the Spanish Inquisition, the eradication of the Jews by the Nazis. All these things started because of one particular group of people had a quarrel with another particular group of people, and because they had this book, they think it gave them the moral authority to go out and just wipe people out from the face of the earth, and that's just completely ignorant. And fortunately, I've started to see a decline through society of religious belief, just through my friends, and it's not even that they don't believe in their religion. There's still a lot of people that I know, especially younger generation, who believe in God, or at least the concept of God. But I'm glad to see that we're kind of getting away from people going exactly by the book, and that's good, because it's starting to help us push our way out from under this huge religion kind of boulder that we have on top of on top of us as a species. There's so many things that we could do to further our like health. Let's take, for example, stem cells. There's a whole issue about stem cells that really kind of makes me puzzled. This thing can almost help regrow organs in your body. I mean, they're saying that these things can do some incredible stuff. Fix some people that have like not broken spines, but they have like pieces of their spine like fucked up and shit. Like they've actually injected some of this shit in there, and it helps them get better. And I don't understand how people can sit there and go, well, no, because this book that was written thousands of years ago is telling me that I can't do it. And even if you do believe in something like that, you shouldn't have to force that on other people. People should be able to do whatever they want to do. And this gets into the whole political thing. And, you know, I grew up and I learned in school, in high school, and college that the separation of church and state was one of like the main things they put in there. Not because they didn't want people to believe in God or they didn't want people to be able to practice their religion. They actually, they pushed that. They wanted that extremely. But I don't think that they wanted to have people able to, and again, I don't fault the founding fathers or anything for this, because they couldn't see how far advanced we were going to be in 200 years. You know, where we could basically communicate like I'm communicating with you guys now, through via email, via online. You know, you can just fucking text somebody and you're talking to somebody across the fucking planet. But I don't think they wanted religion to be able to impact votes. And this happened a couple years ago in California, where the Mormons were pushing gay marriage to be pushed to the side. They didn't want gay marriage to happen. And it really puzzled me, because, you know, and at the time I actually had a gay teacher, and he was trying to teach us about it, why certain people don't like it, why certain people will allow it. And to me, it really doesn't matter, because, like, personally, if you get married either way, you're kind of, I don't know, that's kind of like a tradition thing. I don't really think marriage is something that's ingrained. I mean, I can understand loving somebody and wanting to spend the rest of your life with them, but I don't think getting married necessarily is needed. But look, let people do whatever the fuck they want to do. If they want to fucking fuck dudes if they're dudes, let them fuck dudes if they're dudes. You just don't have to do it. You don't have to be the one getting fucked in the butt, okay? That's not how that shit works. They could do that in their own free time, in their own houses, and, you know, we're fucking regular people doing this shit. I mean, these people are regular people. They just like different things. And this is seen all through nature, where, you know, we have animals that are gay. They do gay things. You know, they have gay sex. And it's kind of like a natural thing. Now, we have this kind of mindset around us where we go, oh, that's just nasty. I don't want to do that. And, you know, I completely fucking agree with that shit, because, you know, I'm a straight dude. I don't want to have, like, these near me. Is just... So, again, this conversation wasn't really to stir up any hype. Just some people asked me what my opinions were on it. And for a lot of people, this is a very important discussion. You know, what happens after death? So let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments below. You know, like the video if you like the video. Subscribe if you guys haven't subscribed. Again, this isn't meant to be hating on anybody. These are just my personal thoughts on this issue. I think Retro Shinigami just put out a video about it. Anyways, guys, you already know it's Smoak Raider. Bitches, blunts, anime. We're talking about religion today. Again, like I said, leave the comments down below. Let me know what you think on this subject. And let me know if you want to see more of these videos. Alright, guys? Peace.